All right, today's Finding Faith segment here, we're highlighting a group that makes an impact across much of Indiana on children, here at home, and also around the world.
Yeah, it's called the Child Evangelism Fellowship, and today we're putting a spotlight on the Indiana chapter. Anna Gosman joins us now. Anna, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm really excited.
Yeah, tell us about CEF's ministry. What's it all about?
Absolutely. So CEF was started in 1937. It's a worldwide ministry. It's in basically every country except North Korea.
Wow.
And they have a ministry where they reach out to children and share the Bible with them.
Wow.
So they desire to not only share the Bible, but train volunteers to be able to do the same. And then they want to get kids involved in local Bible-believing churches.
Wow, wow, wow. Good News Clubs. That stuck out to me, not only because it's catchy, but also
Yes.
It seems to have a good mission behind it. What is that all about?
Absolutely. Good News Clubs is one of the ministries that CEF has, and basically it is an after-school Bible club in public schools. So we partner with local churches, we bring in volunteers, and they hold these clubs after school for kids who are interested in attending. They have games, contests, music. They get to learn about some stories from the Bible, and it's really a great place, especially in public schools today, where, you know, kids have just come out of COVID. There's a lot of anxiety that kids are dealing with. They're looking for hope, and this is a great way to find hope.
And I'm sure some people are thinking here, Anna, that, hey, this is a religious group. They can't go into public schools, but you can go in because of the Supreme Court.
That's right. The Supreme Court in the early 2000s basically passed a law that said that because it was an after-school club, just like the Boys or Girl Scouts that can go into public schools, this is just one other club that can. And so we have that opportunity to share right there in public schools in the after-school time.
That's so awesome. What makes this effort and CEF's mission special to you?
Well, to be honest with you, I actually grew up in New Hampshire, but my mom had been trained in some of the ways that CEF shares the Bible with others, and that is how I became familiar with CEF and how I came to know the Lord. And so now, you know, being here in Indiana, being able to share with children, even here, that same message, which hasn't changed. And we want to share that with them as well.
If I can say this, it was 60 years ago through CEF, that's where I came to find my faith in Jesus Christ. I was 6 years old 60 years ago, and I remember the teacher was talking about the Bible story, what took place on the cross.
What do you feel like kind of drew you in from there? What do you think?
Well, I love the stories, the biblical stories, and, you know, I went home after hearing the gospel message, and I said, Mommy, I want to go to heaven. So we prayed to accept Christ into my life. Wow. So it's always been here, and I am involved in CEF as well, and it's just a great ministry. So, again, they go into the schools. And let me ask you this before we run out of time.
Sure.
If schools want to get involved, and we broadcast from here to Richmond, Terre Haute, up to Kokomo, down around Seymour, if schools want to get involved, where do they have to go?
Absolutely. Indiana's broken up into 12 different chapters and numerous counties in each chapter. So depending on where you live, you need to contact a different place. But if you'll go to our state website, which is www.cefindiana.com, you can find out, depending on where you live, the right place to contact, and they can hook up your school so that you can have a Good News Club. We have 50 clubs going on right now. Here in the Indianapolis area, we have 10. So just in the Indianapolis area, we have 750 kids that are getting to enjoy these clubs and hear about the Bible.
Safe to say there's one near you. There's a whole bunch that these guys have going on.
There's a QR code right there by you, Randall. You just got to zap that and get more information.
Anna, thank you so much for being here.